I'm starting to think my family think I'm an alcoholic. Now, don't get me wrong. They give me good stuff. Like, I got a nice bottle of whiskey. You see it right there down there in the little bar thing, the square box. But it's cold because the bottle has, like, Japanese samurai armor on it. So it's lit. But it's like every year I get a bottle of liquor. So I'm just think I'm just a drunk. But they know I like bourbon and scotch, so.
I'm okay with that. Like, just don't buy me no sweaters, hoodies, socks, and ties.
Yeah. But I got a feeling like once your family, your significant other, or whom it may be, they see how you dress, they know where you shop. Like, there's no excuse to that for me. Like, my wife would know if she was to buy me something, just go see Corey at Leaders.
Simple.
Go see Dave Jeff at Fly. Go see Fashion Geek Zoe. And they'll put something together for, she's like, I'll give you a price, put something together for me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't hard. Or go to Polo and Macy's.
Yeah.
But, you know, like hell, or even, you know, go on my computer when you hack into it, when you look and see where I shop.
Hey, speaking of which, man, that's a nice fucking hoodie you got on today, sir.
Hey, man, yeah, you know
what I mean?
I don't even know. I got this online.
Yeah, no, I like that. We might have to do hoodie wars. I just went classic polo
classic
today.
Polo.
You know what I'm saying?
I see you with the cement threes on.
Some slight, man, you know.
It must be nice to be rich.
Yeah, no, I'm broke.
Oh, congratulations too.
What I do, man?
On your ad addition to the list. I think the Chicago was a Chicago Media Takeout.
No. Oh.
What's the word?
What's the word TV? Shout out to
What's
sure.
the word TV, man. Y'all put my man 22nd. I mean, he should have been a little bit higher.
You know, I ain't want to say it.
It's all good.
You know what I mean?
It's
shout out to Cody over there.
Baby.
I appreciate y'all,
it's
man.
Media mind, baby. You
Cultural
can't have
commentators.
Monstradamus low, and they had ugly ass
Abasi.
Anytime you say his name, like anybody who know him from now on, let's irritate. Abasi, if you don't know who Abasi is, he's on the show, The Corner Convo, with my man Mine. They started that how many years ago?
We 5 now, man.
5 years in, man. I remember being on one of the first.
Yes, one of the first.
When you had
live.
Lil McKinday on there.
Yeah.
McKinday on there. That's grown, man. Let me stop calling him little, but I mean, you know.
I mean, he wear a 26 Slim, bro.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
know.
McKinday is one of them light-skinned militant brothers. He high yellow, but he blacker than a lot of y'all. Okay?
Facts.
So we did that. And what was that? The little shop we used to do it at.
16th Street. That was one of the sponsors. 16th Street.
Shout out to them. And then they didn't just grew and nice. You know, he was a bossy. Now he a bossy. Hey, bossy. Like I would take that nigga to the Congo. You know how they be doing the wrestling in the Congo? They don't have no ring or nothing. They just be slamming niggas in mud.
His feet
Bossy,
out.
They'll be scared of him as soon as he walk in. They'll be like, I give to you the creator of violence, a bossy.
You said creative violence.
Creator of violence. You know, you gotta have a wicked name when you name a bossy. You can't just be a bossy.
This is true.
You got to be the purveyor of mayhem. A bossy.
Purveyor of mayhem. Hey, you know what? Yeah, look, people, we're back. It feels good to be back.
Happy New Year to everybody
man.
out there. Hope y'all had a wonderful holidays. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment. You know, we talk back. Trust me. You may think a comment will be up there, but I read them once in a while, and sometimes I had time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love when you got time.
I love when I had time too. But what I don't like though is the ones that talk shit, but don't come back around when you know whatever you said was wrong. But you quick to come back around when we wrong, but you don't come back around when you wrong.
Of course not.
It's a few of y'all I'm looking for. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be looking for my partner in about another season. I'm gonna be looking for him too.
I saw the tag.
I'm gonna make him wear the whole uniform.
It's all good. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Hey, but you know what though? And congratulations again on the Bernie Mac award.
Appreciate
coming up
it, man.
January 19th. Is it 19th? Or
I think it's the 15th.
Okay, well, it's a Sunday, people. All right, make sure y'all come out, support, and a salute to my brother. And in that comedy space, we had we had a talk off camera.
Yes.
In reference to the Dave Chappelle special.
Yes.
On Netflix. It was a drop out the blue. Like, I guess that's his thing now. No one knows when it's coming, no promotion, it just goes crazy. And I would love to hear your perspective on it because a lot of people, I've been hearing a lot of comics love it, hate it, whatever, indifferent about it. But you had a take that I thought was really interesting that I think the world needs to hear. Your thoughts on it, especially coming from the comedy space and being a veteran of comedy.
January 18th. Sunday.
18th is Sunday, yeah.
Get your tickets, Alhambra Palace on Eventbrite. But yeah, so coming from me, we always had a debate about Dave Chappelle, who's the GOAT, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, you know. I've always said Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm saying, was the GOAT of stand-up comedy. And with Dave Chappelle, I think Dave Chappelle is the greatest social commentator of our time. To be able to hold an audience, captivate an audience and hold them in place while he gives his perspective on worldly events is unrivaled. I think the last person that can do it like him may be George Carlin. But I do think, and Sean Morgan made this great point. Shout out to my man Sean Morgan, comedian extraordinaire. He made this point. Yes, it's enlightening. Yes, it's thought-provoking. Yes, it's provocative to a sense. But he says, I never hear anybody say it's funny. That's not a bad thing because I do walk away from Dave Chappelle's sets with a new thought process of how I'm looking at stuff on the news. I absolutely do. But I can't literally say that on his last special that I laughed all the way through it. I'd be lying. The Falcon callback, amazing. But that's just his skill as a writer, his ability to tell a story and then somehow bring that Falcon back into it. But like, you know, all the other stuff that if you hear me saying something about I stand with Israel, that's cold. Like, that's deep, thought-provoking Malcolm X shit. That's not necessarily funny. Kevin Hart's last special,
great,
though may not be super over-the-top, thought-provoking, was funny because as a 50-something-year-old man, I identified with everything he was talking about. Being sore, getting up, trying to raise somebody and fucking yourself up. We've all done it. Getting out there with the nephews, trying to race their ass, and then you wake up the next morning, getting their hips gone, stiff, inflammation, all that stuff. That hits. And I think that's what separates. Like if Kevin was to come out and try to be on what Dave is on, I don't think it would resonate well because that's not what we expect from him. We expect Dave to come out and give you a poignant view on something, right? Like I would, and I'm not saying that Dave can't clown, he can't get out. No, I'm not saying Dave don't have funny stuff. I don't want people because you motherfuckers will see a clip and will go crazy. I'm not saying Dave's not funny. What I'm saying is when I look to Dave for stuff, I go in thinking I'm gonna learn something today. I don't go in necessarily thinking I'm gonna be on the floor dying like Cat Williams. Cat Williams will say some ignorant shit that just had me on the floor. Mike Epps, right? But it's a different, and even Cat, you know, does social commentary. He's putting a lot of social commentary into his stuff now, but Pimp Chronicles, Cat Williams, come on, dog.
Classic.
That's top 5.
Classic.
Top 5 special all time. It's right there, right? But, which brings me to this thing. This is why I say, like, Eddie Murphy was the GOAT. Eddie, when he did Raw and Delirious, wasn't really doing stuff about government and all that. He talked about stuff that we were going through in our lives, like the drunk father. You know, the drunk father. Lillian cannot use the phone. I swear to God, Lil, if I come home from work and the motherfucking fire department is putting out the house and they say you called them, I'm going to kick your ass. Like, that shit's still funny to this day because we all got somebody in our family that do that, right? Which kind of leads me into this. When they get into the argument about who's the GOAT. I say Eddie because Eddie did it 2 times and didn't have to do it no more. Went into movies and everything. Now, Dave don't do movies. 100%. I get it. He more focused on the stand-up of the craft. He's the guy, he's the stand-up in the craft. But I still believe on a funny level, Eddie was more funny to everybody, where Dave has an audience that's highly intellectual, that's into everything he's saying, and it's gotten to the point now that Dave could say a fly shitted in Palestine. And they're gonna be like, oh, so the thought, Dave, by saying the fly, you know what I'm saying? Fly. You know, they're gonna try some way to make it more than what it is.
Yep.
When all Dave really just said was a fly shitted in Palestine. So it's not a diss to Dave. It's actually quite the accomplishment that you can hold people captive for an hour talking about social issues. But like I said, go back and watch it and ask yourself how many times do you laugh out loud at what he's saying. And there's no diss, but you're listening. And that's all that matters.
And that's what he wants as a stand-up comic,
That's
right?
it.
We can call him a purist. Howie Bell said it the best the other day.
Shout out to Howie Bell.
Shout out to Howie Bell, man. Did a great job.
We're gonna get it together. Get it together. Get it together. Yeah, no, that's one of the
Howie
greatest
Bell's
jokes
hilarious.
ever written.
Hilarious. He said it may not be popular opinion, but Richard Pryor is not the most funniest comedian. He said, but he was profound in his statements and in his work, and impactful. He's more impactful than probably any comic we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's where I would put Chappelle.
Dave, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. Because Richard was the first comic to really open up his life for you to see, like the whole setting himself on fire thing. He really opened that up and made it funny, though. Or about the time when he went to Africa, right? If you go back and watch that bit, when he talked about going to Africa, he was like, man, I'm like, look at all these niggas. But they not calling each other nigga over here. And he's like, I'm never using that word again. That wasn't meant to be funny. That was an eye-opening realization that he had of who he was as a black man. I'm going to stop using the word nigga.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was him opening up his life, showing the realization that, hey, man, I don't have to use that word to be funny. So there are poignant points. Like Chris Rock, I think, is very well a social commentary, but making you laugh. But I can't necessarily say I remember everything Chris Rock says. I literally remember, I think one of the greatest bits of all time is the LGBTQ community in a car. But that was Dave's social commentary, but being funny.
Yep.
But now this last one, I just felt like he was getting off what his mind been thinking about, and it was, I chuckled a few times, like when you talk about he was buying up, whites don't like it when it's reverse gentrification. I get it. But also, he wasn't talking to the guy that worked at the mill, the sawmill, and come home dirty. That dude, like, what the fuck?
He don't get it.
He don't get it. But Kevin Hart, man, get up, my knee be sore, and you be like, God damn. He laughing, because he went through that this morning. So it's two things can be true. Dave is great at what he does, social commentary, and he has a lane that not too many people can do. You got the Bill Maher's of the world. You got the Chris Rocks of the world, George Carlin, like I said. And then you got Eddie, who just funny, man. Like, funny to everybody. Universal talked about shit that everybody went through. I don't think anybody was alienated by Eddie's comedy. I think some people can be alienated by Dave Chappelle. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because sometimes it's okay if motherfuckers can't keep up. It's just like rap music, man. When I hear some people, they taste in rap music, I don't even argue with them, because it's like, I'm not going to try to get you to like Nas. He just ain't for you.
Yep.
He's over your head lyrically. So we going to stick with this mumble rapper. Nothing wrong with the mumble rap. I like it too from time to time. There has to be a balance. So I don't know, but I would encourage people to go watch the special and, give us your thoughts in the comments below. But for me, it wasn't over the top funny, but it was very educational. It was very educational.
Dare
very
I say
poignant.
TED Talk? You know,
It was, but it was
I
like
mean, but
a
I
little
fucks
bit
with
more than a TED Talk, but it was funny. Man, I get more enjoyment watching this motherfucker light up cigarettes in a building where I know he's not supposed to be smoking.
Right.
To me, and call me weird, that's the funny shit. That he's big enough now, he like, fuck y'all, I'll pay the fine. And it's like when we gonna get I love Dave, I want to see him here for a while. But goddamn, when we gonna get this bad news that this motherfucker got cancer? Because Dave did like 3 cigarettes on stage.
Sean said, dude, there's no smoking in the building.
Whatever.
There's literally no smoking in the building, which is, again, part of the act.
And
I get it.
Don't flick no ashes in the ashtrays. Walk around. Like, to me, that is hilarious in itself.
Yes.
But it is what it is. But let's continue with that. So fast forward, D.L. Hughley was on Vlad TV. Shout out to D.L. Hughley. And they were having a conversation. Cat Williams said, you know, how can you call Eddie Murphy the GOAT when he's only had 2 specials? And there's comics out here with tons of specials. And DL kind of agreed, like, yeah, you know, you are what you do. So Eddie's only done 2 specials. He's an actor now. Whoop, bam. But here's the only thing I had a problem with what DL said. You'll do that for Eddie, but we don't say that about Michael Jordan. Like DL said, if you're not doing it anymore, how can you be the GOAT? Well, Mike's not playing basketball, but we still consider him the GOAT. When Brian has broken every record Mike has except for rings and MVPs.
He's a GOAT.
He's a GOAT, right? Or people that say Biggie's one of the greatest rapper of all time. 2 albums.
I don't agree. Let's be clear.
Right? Now, for me, the reason why I say Eddie is the GOAT, because with those 2 specials alone, he changed the way people viewed specials. They were box office until then, nobody nobody was competing elbow to elbow with fucking like Jaws and all this, man. For a stand-up special to be shown.
Yeah, these were premiered. These was at the theaters.
Theaters.
Yeah.
1,200 some theaters, nationwide, worldwide, 50-something million in box office in a weekend. That's tough, bro. I don't have to prove nothing no more. That door gets opened by him so Kevin Hart can do stand-up movies and get them numbers. So Dave Chappelle can do The Closer and all that stuff on Netflix. To me, that's why Eddie's the GOAT. And then went into the movie world and said, not only I'm going to show y'all I'm talented enough to get it here, I'm going to go over here and get a $60 million back from Disney. The most foul-mouthed, potty-mouthed dude doing comedy. Even had a joke about Richard Pryor telling him, he said, you tell Bill to have a Coke and shut the fuck up.
Right.
Gets a $60 million deal with Disney. Don't nobody fuck with the mouse. You say what you want to. You do something bad under the mouse's watch.
Cut the
it's
off.
Over. Ask Shannon Sharp. Ask all them people from ESPN. Yeah, because ESPN is a Disney company.
In case you didn't know.
Do something wrong on that mouse watch. Them people get you up out of there. I wouldn't be surprised if Mickey is sitting in the motherfucker with suit and tie on. Yeah, let's get rid of him. So I'm saying to me, that's what makes Eddie the GOAT, because the staying power of those 2 specials. I could take those 2 specials right now and mix them in back to back with specials of today. And I guarantee you'll laugh just as hard, if not more, than some of the specials we see today. To me, that's what makes him the GOAT.
It's timeless, brother. And I think
timeless.
You're on point. Let's shift though, because this is Sports Unplugged, people.
Yeah.
All right.
But we had to get
that off.
Competition.
Yes, we had to get that off. You know what I mean? So
Pause.
It's in the vein. That's hard nasty work. Early 2026.
First one of the year.
Hey, so Anthony Joshua, man, he had a fatal accident, and 2 of his friends got killed.
That was crazy.
And they said that his tire blew out, which was crazy. And, you know, when that happens, then the conspiracy theorists come out. and say that, you can't beat Jake Paul. He's going to get you one way or another. It's a little wild for me. I don't want to believe it. Where do you stand with the accident?
I mean, it's a coincidence, but again, if in fact, and then I hear something about Anthony Joshua purse got held up for a little bit about some stuff. So you put all that in there, it looks shady that the one man that came in and didn't play the game and broke my man's jaw and basically put him out of boxing for about a year. Now all of a sudden he goes on a trip to Nigeria and tire go out and both his friends die. Were they not wearing a seatbelt? Like, what happened? Like, how bad? He didn't die, but was it set up for him to die? Hey, listen, man. I put on the aluminum foil, tin foil hat at times and shit too. Do I believe that there's monsters in the Appalachian Mountains? Yes.
Yep.
Do I believe that UFOs come from space? No. I believe they come from the bottom of the sea. But bottom line is, I do believe that there's UFOs here. But I don't believe the earth is flat. So a couple of things can be true. I would hope it's not. If it ever comes out that something like that is the truth, but Jake Paul's in a lot of trouble. If you can pin it back to him, I just think it was a bad situation that happened, bad timing. But to the eye, you know us, man. All we need is a little bit, and we gonna run with it. So for everybody that's running with it, go ahead, keep stroking the conspiracy fires. I'll come back over and see how that shit is doing in about 2-3 months. But maybe this is why now it makes sense about when they show the slow motion video of Mike Tyson pulling the punch.
Oh, yep.
You know, maybe this makes sense why Gervonta, they backed out of that fight because Gervonta probably whispered in his ear, when I get the chance, I'm going to hurt you.
Or even when Mayweather fought Logan. And he hit him a couple times like he was holding him up.
Yeah, stay here for a little while. Let's give the people a show because we already know we robbing them.
There you go.
We already know we robbing them. I came to the ring in a ski mask, man. So, it's a sad situation. Hope Anthony Joshua gets well because he has a couple of fights coming up that the Saudis are paying for.
Yeah, I saw a clip, man. The Saudi guy said he made 60, but after all of the taxes and whatever else they take, it was more around 20-something.
Where if he lived in Saudi Arabia, he'd have got all his money.
Yeah. So they know what they're doing over there. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, man. Man, I'm coming over there.
Man,
hello.
Listen, what kind of jobs they got over there? Because I know people that went over there doing like work teaching people over there to speak English and stuff. So they don't even lock their car doors, man. They leave their keys on the dashboard. They say like thieving out there is not a thing. Like you get caught stealing, you getting fucked up. Ain't no jail. You gonna get fucked up. So they leave their keys on top of the dashboard, whatever. Come out, the homeless, ain't really no homeless. Like they try to keep. So that's a different lifestyle over there. Wouldn't mind experiencing it.
But do you think that public athletes or public figures, when a tragedy happens, do you think that they need to come out and speak publicly about it?
No, because they're human beings. And I speak from the side of being on that side as a public figure. Like, I don't care what y'all think. Y'all can think whatever the fuck you want to. I know what happened, and if I choose to keep that to myself, fine. If I want to go public with it, fine. It's just like when athletes and stuff get in trouble and they don't say nothing. Well, who knows? Their lawyer probably told them to be quiet. Shut up. You don't need to be in front of the camera. Like that's when we be talking like, that's the problem I have with Clarissa Shields. I think she's great. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you heard Jay-Z come, and many people that have accused Jay-Z of shit, how many times have you heard him say anything?
Zero.
One time recently, when that chick talk crazy, nah, we not finna play them games. I'm gonna go to court. I want your name, everybody. And guess what happened?
False.
Dead at that shit. So, you got to pick and choose when to get out in front of that camera and show your ass, because if things don't turn out the way they're supposed to, and you done did all that woofing and talking, you look like an ass. But Anthony Joshua, man, he should get well, get ready for his fight, get mentally focused. It's tough dealing with having to lose 2 friends.
Yeah.
So I ain't got shit to say to the media, man. I lost 2 of my homeboys. Gone forever. Whether I think it was a hit or not, my two dear friends are gone off this earth.
Yes. Shout out. Condolences to the family.
Yeah, condolences, man, to everybody in that situation.
We got the Trevon Diggs out here in these streets. The Diggs boys. Trevon Diggs was released by the Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, we can say why. The stats are what they are.
Yeah.
Okay. But he just recently got picked up by the Packers.
Green Bay Packers. So they got 2 cast-offs from Dallas.
What I would ask you is, because this crossed my mind, what if he tanked the whole season knowing that he can get traded before the playoffs? Because if a team won't trade you, you can force them to trade you.
Yeah, you can, but if that pops up on somebody's radar, that's how you move. That's the team you're gonna be with for the rest of your life, rest of your career. Because now, and the GM from that team is probably looking at you crazy. So if you do that, that has to be a secret between you and your agent, and you can never cross your agent because he'll come out and say, "Hey man, he tanked to get up out of there." But from the way Trevon was playing the last 2 years and his availability, and Dallas is kind of like in a little mini rebuild. They're going to take the draft picks and stuff they got from moving Micah, try to get better on defense, try to get better on offense, and at the end of the day, Green Bay got to pick up that salary. So Green Bay is all in right now. Within the next 2-3 years, they all in right now, which makes the NFC North crazy because I'm pretty sure Minnesota is going to recruit another quarterback. I don't think they believe in McCarthy. Detroit still has Goff. Green Bay got Love, and we got our situation here. So it's like an arms race. They got to compete. So Green Bay is going for it right now in the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Got a shutdown corner allegedly, but because the first 2 years in the league, he was dominant. Then he started getting hurt. So.
But then I think about, and this is just me speculating, from a fan perspective, there's no stats that I have on this and no proof. But you think about Micah getting up out of there, going to the Packers. What if the conversation, Micah said, this is how I did it, this is how you should do it. Do X, Y, and Z. I guarantee you I can get you over here.
But here's
if the backdoor conversations are happening.
Here's the difference. Micah Parsons was the best player on the team.
Okay.
Offense and defense. I can't necessarily say Trevon might be in the top 5, but
on that team.
On that team, but I think Dak Prescott better than him. The boy that played receiver better than him.
So do you feel like when he has been with
Pickens
the Cowboys,
on there now, I think Pickens was better than Trevon?
Well, is he overrated or just misused? Is my question.
I think he's not available.
Okay.
He stays hurt. That could be a thing. Because at corner, you start getting leg injuries and all that, it's like, Because when he came in that year, he had the 7 interceptions. He was the definition of lockdown.
Yep.
Nobody was going to his side. He was following receivers everywhere. So like if Justin Jefferson, he followed them the whole game. But now you're coming back off, I think, on ACL, coming off an ankle injury. Yep. And if Dallas like, hey, look, we seen Philadelphia. We think we can get them. Their quarterback might not be better than our quarterback. Jaden Daniels has shown that he can be great, but he got to stay healthy, right? Now we got to worry about the Giants. They look like they got a new reckless wonder boy in Jackson Dart. Their defense is going to be all right. They add some more offensive tools. We got a chance to be back in the play in this division, right? So if we can get rid of Trevon, get rid of that salary, go to the draft with some picks, and fill up our roster and some free agent, we back in the mix without having to blow everything up and start over from scratch. So I think that was a move by Jerry Jones. And God forbid Jerry don't make all the best moves, but I think this one with Diggs, I don't think anybody in Dallas is upset about it. They're upset about Micah and because how it went down too. They was really talking to Micah like he wasn't him.
So then where do you land with the Patriots issues and their legal troubles over there with Diggs, and
the linebacker, what was his name? Domestic violence?
Yeah.
Something needs to be said for, I think the NFL should institute, and it's going to sound crazy, mandatory therapy. Each team should have 2 to 3 therapists that players mandatorily have to go to every week. Every week, every month, whatever. You have to do a certain amount of visits because more and more of these guys, listen, they play a violent sport, dog. They put their hands on people for a living. Offense, defense, it don't matter. They play, and the mentality is kill or be killed, right? And you go home, some guys can come out of that and be cool. Some guys, that switch is on all the time, or it can be flipped immediately. Now, I'm not saying nobody deserves to get hands put on them, but let's just say, forgot a jazzy mouth. We don't know what goes on. I'm not defending what they did. For all the people out there, I'm not defending what they did.
You sound a little PR right now. I'm just trying to see where
you're
going.
No, I'm not defending what they did. I'm just saying I think NFL players need a little extra. More than an NBA guy, more than a Major League Baseball guy. Football is the most physical sport on earth, man. You got people running into each other, 20-something miles an hour, dog, brain issues. But I feel like if you would have a constant outlet to talk, monitor, watch, I think a lot of things would be calmed down. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of pressure. I get hurt, I'm done. You know, it's not guaranteed.
I don't get this guaranteed. Yeah.
So it's a lot of pressure. But again, I'm not defending anything these guys did. It's wrong for you to put your hands on somebody. But I think the mentality of football players, mentality of athletes, period, is already aggressive. I mean, come on, dog. We know ex-athletes that played at a high level. When they walk into a room, they sizing everybody up.
Yeah.
Sizing them up because it's like, man, in my day, motherfucker, we're in the middle of a bar. Chill.
But this is the culture of the NFL. If you just look at all of the allegations, some true, untrue, from NFL players, be it linebackers, receivers, linemen,
shout out to Big Ben,
right? And it's traditionally been swept under the rug.
Right.
And then when I hear the head coach say, we take it seriously, and then just shifts and go to something else, I feel like when a coach does that, someone has already told you, we're not talking about that. This is what you say when asked.
Well, let's look at the Patriots coach. What did he used to play? Linebacker.
Yeah.
Probably one of the nastiest positions in the NFL. A level of intensity that is unmatched and unrivaled, right? Patriot way. He's from that cloth. Listen, football teams, military, police, they the same. It's a band of brothers. You a quarterback, you do something crazy, you at a party at my house, my first instinct, because I'm your brother on that field, because we share blood out on that field, is to protect you. I'm not saying that's right, but that's the first instinct. This is my teammate. I got to pick him up. We got to find some way to make this right. I might go to the person you did something to. Hey, look, let me throw you a little something, please. Like, don't, cool. He just got a contract. I'm going to make sure he take care of you. Here, I'm going to give you this. Woo, the best. Then we go to management with it. Now, depending on what your status is on how good you are, that matters too.
Yeah.
If you a stud, management's going to be like, oh, we got to make this right. They're going to do everything behind the scenes first before that shit get out. Because once it get out,
yeah, ain't no stopping that train.
That's it. But still, even under there, production over, the process. If you got somebody, listen, what Justin Jefferson can get away with, the guy, Jahadi Walker from the Bears that wear number 20, he can't get away with. He out of the league. Justin might have to go sit down for a little bit, get some counseling, but he's back because we got so much money tied up into him. What Caleb Williams can get away with, my man Sam Darnold can't. So it's a sad thing. It's a sad situation, and I wish everybody in the situation well. And if those players come to find out they did something wrong and put their hands on somebody, it's especially a female, cool. But from what I heard about with Trevon's situation, it was a family thing, wasn't it?
He hired a badass chef with a BBL. Now look.
That's another thing too.
Now look, brother, you know your vices.
That's another thing too.
He got her walking around with her ass out cooking. Come on, fam.
And maybe we don't know. Maybe he knocked her down.
He definitely knocked her down.
Then they got to going back and forth because she's like, no, I still want my money.
He definitely knocked her down.
So,
no question. No question.
So, you put yourself in them situations, man. God bless you. You get what's coming to you. But the fact that Trevon Diggs has been an integral part of the Patriots' success this year, I want to see how they handle it.
Bill Belichick would never, okay? I don't want to say it's getting out of hand.
Bill Belichick would never if that player wasn't a stud for him. If that player...
Did Belichick have any... Hold on. Did Belichick have any problems with his players like this during his tenure there?
We don't know.
Okay.
We can assume, we say factually, no, we never saw it.
Cool.
But you don't know how much shit got swept under the rug because Belichick is, goddammit, the emperor off of fucking The Empire Strikes Back. He's Lord no, Kraft is the emperor. Belichick was Lord Vader.
That's cool.
So they probably...
So who was Mike? Who was Mike then?
Check this out. For example, we thought Robert Kraft was the sweetest guy in the world, right? Asian massage parlor. Never would have thought that happened. It got out, though. And look how fast it went away.
Well, who doesn't like a good happy ending?
But my point is, look how fast it went away.
For sure.
Empires and legions make stuff go away. That shit went away so fast, they made a donation to somebody campaign. Shut that shit up. Kraft cool. So you don't think to tell me on Belichick watch, ain't nobody do shit?
Well, then
they got past cheating in the NFL. Tom Brady.
He's the GOAT.
Let me tell you something. This what type of machine Tom Brady knew he had in his back. I ain't deflate shit, and I'll take y'all to the Supreme Court with it. And you not getting my phone. And Belichick and them was like, And what happened?
Nada.
Gave that nigga, 4 games? 6 games?
Simple.
And they still came back. He said, and even the dudes that, it's dudes that talk about it now, it's like, man, we was just doing that shit because we was mad that they was kicking our ass. It didn't matter what the fuck he had them balls inflated. Time was lighting us up. But my point is, organizations, if you that dude, we gonna make that shit go away. Ray Rice, that whole thing. If Ray Rice was still the elite back that he was, Ray, go sit down.
What video?
Huh? Ray, go sit down. The dude that, keep my, your wife cool. But once that shit got out and how horrible the visuals, damn, we could say the same thing about Diddy. Would we even be talking about Diddy in court right now if we don't see the Cassie video?
No.
We don't see Diddy in court. But once we saw that Cassie video, oh man, fuck, if they say he did that shit, he did it. Because we saw what he did, which was not right. Again, that
Facts.
shit was not right. But I'm telling you, dog, when stuff get out, you can't hide it now.
So there's a NBA player, Christian Wood. All right?
Hilarious.
Y'all may
this
know
story is hilarious.
Y'all may know him from the Lakers. Probably the most time and light he's ever had on him because it's LA. But now he's in Dallas. And
which is actually a good pickup for Dallas. I like him with Cooper Flag and all them guys.
He had a restraining order put on his BM, all right, his baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
Yasmine Lopez, bad little internet little thotty. Yeah. You know what I mean? Looks great.
Yeah.
And
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Basically, said that she put a hit out on him and broken his crib and all this, and now he has custody of their 2-year-old son. Now, my thing is this. Christian, you got to relax, big fella. I don't think that anyone is putting a hit out on you when you're not him.
I disagree.
I just don't see it.
I disagree.
I don't see it.
He's not him compared to the other motherfuckers in the league. But to her, she ain't got the bread that he got coming in. Let's, for shits and giggles, let's look up Christian Wood's contract, right? With the Dallas Mavericks. And didn't you say he has custody of their child?
Yes.
Boy, you know how bad of a mama you got to be for a father to get custody of a child in this day and age in court? Come on now, that shit don't happen. So there's something there that she ain't doing or she gave up.
Now, you know what? Low key, he signed a lucrative contract. For $27 million with the Mavs.
For how many years?
Let's see, 2023. So I think they gave him
2 years.
Yeah,
3 years.
Yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad
at all. So it's $27 million. He probably taking on 15.
Yeah, I just have a hard time.
Fuck that. Go Google old girl. What's she worth?
Oh shit. She's a
IG. Yeah, that's great. Unless she got OnlyFans, go Google what she worth.
They don't even have a what's name for her net worth.
Thank you.
Well, hold on. Estimated social media influencer and model, $1.5 million as of 2004.
So now
approximately
after taxes and everything, about $450,000, $500,000.
Facts.
But she's used to living the lifestyle that the NBA player, or maybe didn't you say she have a football?
I believe
NFL,
so.
We could look that up.
Whoa! What? I was correct. Look at the Diggs boys striking again. She also has a son with Trevon,
who just left and is working out the last years of the Green Bay contract, and it's not guaranteed. And she's a
predator. I'm sick of this shit.
But we know how Diggs boys get out. You ain't fleecing them for no money. You ain't breaking them. So let's just say she need 30, 40,000 a month to live the lifestyle she want to live. She ain't getting that. And Christian got their son, so he ain't got to pay her shit. So I can see a motherfucker get mad and sending her cousin and them to do something to him. Like, what was the movie? It was like, hey, partner, my cousin don't like how you did it. And Kane stomped his ass out. I could see that happening. I mean, I pray to God that it don't. I pray to God she ain't that dumb. But think about it. A woman, a chick that's scoring, my brother and my cousin, when they catch you outside, they're going to do something to you. And the Mavericks like, nah, y'all ain't going to do shit to him. Now, when this contract up, y'all can do whatever y'all want to, but none of that's going to happen on our watch. And the fact that I'm still want to know, why does he have full custody of the child?
And that's the real thing. I'm talking shit. At the end of the day, there has to be some validity to this shit.
Full custody of the child for a nigga that's gone 42 games out of the year.
Damn, man.
His son on the road with him, who it don't matter though. He got custody. That's big, dog. I don't know too many
because the system,
athletes.
It's not set up for us. It's not set up for fathers to win ever.
At all. I got a homie right now, I ain't gonna say his name, but he got custody of his son. And I see what he go through. So
in Chicago, though, there was a big hoopla about Giannis against the trash-ass Chicago Bulls.
Hold on, though. Matty B had a dunk on Sug against Orlando.
Yeah, that was nice.
That might be dunk of the year.
That was nice.
Put Buddy in the rim.
Made it look easy.
Tough. But back to this story, because this was funny to me also.
So there's an unwritten rule in the NBA, and I guess basketball as a whole, not just NBA. If you're up big and, the clock is down, you don't shoot the ball.
Right.
You
let it run
let
out,
the clock
you take
run
the
out,
penalty,
right?
Whatever.
I've never been with that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been on both sides of the win and the loss. If you're getting your ass whooped, you're getting your ass whooped. You know what I mean? Dunk the shit out that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Man. So you mean to tell me y'all down 10 with 9 seconds left, you could come down and shoot a 3, but each time I get the ball within them 10 seconds, I'm supposed to just dribble the clock down? No,
exactly.
Nigga, you score, I'm going to go score. That's why when he dunked it, I laughed. I said, if you want, now what should have happened was, when you seen him taking off towards the rim, somebody should have had the nuts to run back there and just soon as he jumped in the air, grab him by his waist and guide him towards the basket. Don't push him all the way, but let him know, like, nigga, this could have went bad. Yeah. Or before he take off, throw your shoulder into him. Giannis a big boy. Throw your shoulder into him. None of y'all did that. Y'all was too pussy to do that. So let him get the dunk off. Don't get mad. Vooch came. Vooch should have been running down the court with him and bowled him out of bounds. I'll take that. As a coach, if you did that, all right, cool. Niggas trying to dunk on the game. We playing the unwritten rules shit. I'll pay your fine. Don't worry about it. But y'all let him dunk. That's just like when he broke some record against the Pacers.
And he wanted the ball.
And the Pacers like, man, we ain't giving you shit. They ran in the locker room with the ball. That was funny to me.
As you should.
I ain't giving you shit neither, nigga.
Nothing.
Okay, you broke this record on us, man. This our ball. We won the game.
I don't like it, bro. Like, and then I hate, like, why do I show you mercy as the losing team? We're still competing.
That's it.
The clock is still.
The clock is zero.
It happens. It is
now,
what the fuck it is.
Some unwritten rules I get. I may not agree with them, but some unwritten rules I get. I get in baseball, if you hit one of my guys, you got you don't know when it's coming, but you gotta know I'm finna plunk one of yours. Whether the manager tell me to do it or whether I'm the pitcher. And then, or if I'm a batter, I gotta know, as long as you don't drill me in the head, pause, with a fastball or something. But you give me a breaking ball to the ribs or something, I'm like, all right, I knew that was coming because we hit they man the other thing. And then the ref gonna come out and say, hey, that's it for that shit. All right, y'all even. The next nigga that hit a motherfucker, I'm ejecting you. I get it. But, man, basketball, you down 23, and I'm just supposed to stand here, the ref, get an 8-second violation or, get a ref the ball and let you come down and shoot a 3 and score to cut the lead to 14. No, if we gonna do that, then you dribble the clock out too because you're getting your ass kicked.
Right.
But if you come down and shoot, I'll take the ball out and I tell my man to cherry pick and I'll throw a full court pass.
It's only right.
Playing no game, I'm gonna get my points back. Cause now you're gonna make me believe you playing for the spread. See, now what if Giannis didn't dribble and this nigga sitting at home need that bucket to win and Giannis be like,
yeah.
But then what if somebody in Giannis is, hey man, if you get it, dunk it so we can win by 14 and blah, 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 blah. There's too much corruption going on in the NBA right now with the stuff, which has been very quiet, by the way.
Yeah. I've been paying attention.
It's been very quiet, by the way, about Rozier and all them. I ain't heard shit else about it or what else coming down the pipeline. See what I mean about when you want something to be quiet, you can make it be quiet. But I'm saying, we just not talking about that, but now we mad at a dude scoring late.
Are unspoken rules outdated? You know what I mean? Like, when do we, like, who taught us that? Is that over time? Is this coaching? Let
me ask you a question. I think there's etiquette rules in everything, right? So our mama's taught us to what? When we come in the house and we got a hat on, what we do?
Take your hat off.
That's an unwritten rule, right? Open the door for a lady. It's an unwritten rule, right? So I think there's etiquette in sports and everything. So maybe some dudes got together and say, look, man, we blowing y'all out, man. We ain't gonna shoot the ball no more. But somebody forgot to tell them, well, you don't shoot it either. You run the clock out. Because just like football, we up on y'all 30. The unwritten rule is we putting in our second stringers and our third stringers to play, and we probably gonna run the ball. But I don't have to.
Right.
Because if your first string, I tell you what, if I send my second string out there and you still got your first string guys in there, I'm going to tell my second string guys, we running our same offense.
Run it up.
I'm going to give you a chance to throw the ball. Now, you put your second string out there, I'll run the ball. Second string on second string. Or you put your second string out there and I got my first string, I'll pull all my starters. But what we not going to do is play the sympathy game. This score started out 0-0. Y'all didn't come to play. Y'all got your asses handed to you. It is what it is. So I don't think the unwritten rule thing, it don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? It's a game. Win or go home a loser.
This is fake toughness, because if you really felt a way about it and you really subscribe to the unwritten rules, again, coming back, I'm throwing you over here.
Pushed your ass into
something has to happen.
Man. And then it's like, well, why you do that? Because when I saw you was finna go dunk the ball, y'all beating our ass, dog. I don't need no more. And then he'd be like, oh, all right. Now, they might start a fight. It might start a brawl. But what you not going to do, I'm already getting embarrassed, dog. You ain't finna keep doing that shit. Cool. But at the same time, if I just went down and shot a 3,
it's the same shit.
It's the same shit.
Yep.
I take the ball and dribble it out to the point where the ref would be like, well, let me just end this motherfucker 20 seconds. Y'all just going to keep holding the ball. Yeah, we are. Because the game is over.
I don't like it, man. Shout out to Giannis. Keep dunking the shit out that motherfucker, man. You know
Giannis don't get no fuck, man.
Period.
That's one dude, like, that's a dude I like in the NBA. He don't care. Like he said, when he said in the press conference afterwards, he's like, I'm here. I'm here to win a game. Like, if we don't make the playoffs, I might not be here next year. So I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win everything. And if, you want to stop me, stop me. If not, I don't care. I don't care. I'm like, that's the type of leader I need on my team.
Before we get out of here, we would be remiss if we don't bring up our Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Big win last week against the 49ers, or
no,
big loss. Excuse me. Great game. Where are we at today with Detroit?
Quite honestly, I don't care if we rest all the starters today for Detroit, because we're guaranteed no less than the 3rd seed, right? So even the 3rd seed, we still host the game at home, and you either would see the Rams or San Francisco, depending on how they little shit play out. If we stay locked in the 2nd, we got Green Bay. They got to come to us. Jordan Love looks like he's off concussion protocol. They just picked up Diggs, a corner. So let's see how that go. But as of right now, I'm not the only team I would be scared of, literally, that I feel like I don't think we could do nothing with, and we probably wouldn't see them unless it was an NFC championship game, is the Seattle Seahawks. Because though they offense, like Sam Darnold, is not lighting up the scoreboard, they got a great running game. They got a cold receiver in Jigba Smith. And then they defense is tough.
True.
I watched them yesterday. I watched them against San Francisco. Defense tough.
Killed them.
And they could play anywhere. So they play in Seattle, open dome, it rained. They game travel. I don't know if San Francisco game travels cold weather. I don't know if the Rams game travel cold weather. We already showed Philly how you can go in there and bust their head. You really think Carolina, Buccaneers, or the Falcons can win outside their home?
No. Chicago.
So what I'm saying is, the next toughest team after Seattle is Green Bay, and that's just because we know each other, and we gonna throw hands regardless. But you want to avoid Green Bay, rest up your starters, lose to Detroit.
Yeah, I don't want to see Green Bay. I mean,
I want to see Green Bay because I don't want to hear nobody talking shit about who we went through.
I don't care.
Go through Green Bay.
I don't care. It doesn't matter how we get there, as long as we get there.
No, I do kind of like how
historically we don't fare well against the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Man. And I would hate to have this great season end on a Packers note.
The way we play the Packers, I'm cool. I'm not scared of anybody. Like I said, Seattle works me. I'm concerned about the Packers because it's a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? But I think that shit is shifting in our favor. And I'm not, like, before I just be like, we finna play Green Bay. Here we go. Now I'm like, and you don't have your best pass rusher? Come on, dog. It's tailor-made. But I do sometimes, I know you saying you don't care how we get there as long as we get there. Yeah. Okay, well, let me ask you a question. You got a 12-hour flight from here to Germany. You rather fly first class or coach?
If I'm on the outside seat with no one in front of me, I'm good.
You are
I'm fucking good.
Yeah, 12 hours. Boy, as I've done it several times. It's terrible in coach. First class, I can stretch out a hot towel.
But the seat by the door,
food.
No one's there. Only thing I got to do is save somebody if we go down. Right by the door. You got all the leg space right by the door.
No.
That's my seat. No, you're not going to just put me way in the back.
No. No. You talking them little Southwest flights that's going to Florida? No. This is a 12-hour flight to Germany. They don't have them little planes ain't going that far. These the big boys.
The big boys. When I went to Hawaii.
Let me tell you.
No. 3, 4, 5 people in a row, all that shit. Nah. But there's that
we
one
talking
row.
about the 3 row in the middle and this. And you know, again, coach. I'm not talking about you because you got to pay for that seat.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm talking about
traditional coach.
Coach. Nah, you a lie. Don't even sit up here and play no fucking game.
You liar,
you a liar. You want to be comfortable, even business class, before I take. So it do matter how you get there because I don't want nobody look, okay. And I would think by beating Green Bay and getting advanced to the playoffs, you're getting a monkey off your back. Now we showing Green Bay we here. Now the next thing you got to do is beat them with Michael Parsons. You got to beat them when they fully healthy, right? So when all the people be like, oh, injuries, like my boy from Detroit, oh, we got injuries. Man, injuries are part of football. I don't want to hear that shit. Nobody cried for us last year when we were shuffling offensive linemen in and out. Caleb was running for his life. Now we got an offensive line that stayed together. Niggas ain't get hurt. But our linebackers, we got dudes that was working for CarMax playing linebacker. Facts. We got receivers with Burden's out right now. So Walker got to step up. It's all about
fresh
next man
off the couch.
Up.
Yeah.
It's all about next man up. Gardner Johnson, we pulled him off the couch because our secondary was banged up.
All right, so does the Bears beat Detroit today?
Yes, Bears get the win today, but it depends. Like I said, if they don't start, if they let the starters rest, like if they really just say, we want to get rested up, I could see the coach saying, let's be rested up and ready for this playoff game. The first in how many years?
5.
And let's give the fans something to cheer for. Because this Detroit game, like I said, is just going to determine whether or not we second or third. If we win, we second. If we lose, we drop to third.
If we play in that game, then it doesn't matter how we get there. Let's not even go through Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to not start your starters.
You still got to play a Rams team or a 49ers team that you just lost to. And that Rams team, okay, what you say, they got a nice offense. Now, their defense might be suspect, but they got Stafford and Puka Nacua. And Cole. My man, the Taco Bell guy.
Cole.
17, Adams. So, I mean, it don't matter. I just said the NFC, to me, is wide open. If I had to pick a team that would stand out in the front, it would be Seattle. But the NFC is wide open to me.
Well, that will wrap our first show of the year for 2026.
What show number was that? Like, what we at about?
19, 18, maybe even 20, you know. I have to go back and do the math, man. Yeah. But we appreciate y'all subscribing, commenting, liking.
Share. Please share, man.
The views are great, people, and we appreciate those. Yes. You know what I mean?
And the arguments are even better.
Yes, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do, because when I clip this shit up, it goes crazy. But watch the whole show. We need them watch time hours.
Please, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that supports us, man. Remember, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Sports Unplugged, SPORTZ, Unplugged. Like, subscribe, follow, share, talk, comment. We got y'all if y'all got us, man. See y'all next week. Peace.